Welcome back to Trailborn, Ohio, your go-to spot for exploring the hidden wonders of the Buckeye State. Today we're taking to the skies, or maybe just the treetops, as we dive into the amazing world of Ohio's birds. From backyard visitors to forest dwellers, we'll meet some incredible feathered friends and learn what makes each of them unique. So lace up your hiking boots, grab your binoculars, and let's see who's singing in the trees today. In at number 1, the American crow. The American crow is an all-black relative of the blue jay, magpie, and raven. Chunky and heavy build, it is nearly as large as the familiar red-tailed hawk, but can easily be distinguished from a hawk at a distance by its frequent, steady wing beats. Crows mate the second spring after they have hatched. Peak breeding activity is mid-April, and crows nest from mid-March to mid-June. They will nest in a wide variety of trees. The nest is built about 30 feet above the ground and typically close to the trunk of the tree. Crows are found in all 88 Ohio counties, but are most numerous in the more heavily forested farmland of southeastern Ohio. Crows occur statewide in diverse habitats, especially where agriculture, woodlands, open fields, and residences are interspersed. Best viewing opportunities are in eastern Ohio, such as the Woodbury Wildlife Area in Coshocton County. The American crow sounds as follows. In at number 2, the American goldfinch. The summer male goldfinch is another one of the brilliantly colored birds in Ohio, a bright canary yellow with a black cap, wings, and tail, and white rump. The female is a pale yellow with black wings and white wing bars. Goldfinches are among the latest of our nesting birds, waiting until the thistle seeds mature. The nest is a well-made cup of grass and bark strips, with the main ingredient being thistle and seed down. It is placed in an upright fork of a sapling and will hold 4 to 5 pale blue eggs. Peak breeding is in June and July. The goldfinch is a fairly common permanent resident of weedy fields, fence rows, and seed-bearing trees. They usually flock together except during the nesting season. They are great seed eaters. Many times they are seen sitting atop a dandelion or thistle flower, pulling out the ripening seeds. Their song is a variable and complex mix of warbles and trills, but has a distinctive tone that sounds like this. Next at number 3, the American kestrel. Kestrels are beautiful birds with distinctive coloration. Kestrels are rusty brown above, with a black nape and 2 vertical black stripes on a white face. One of these resembles a mustache below the bird's eye, and the other stripe is located near the bird's ear area. In Ohio, pairs may begin courtship displays as soon as late February. Courtship displays include 5 individual behaviors: aerial displays, vocalizations, male-to-female food passing, copulation, and nest cavity inspection. Food is passed to females by males for several weeks before the egg laying, throughout incubation, and for 1 to 2 weeks following hatching. Males are also the ones that seek out and explore cavities for potential nest sites. After the male explores a cavity, the female will inspect it and determine whether or not it is suitable for nesting. Kestrels nest once a year, but they will re-nest if the first nest is destroyed. There are also reports of second broods following a successful first nesting. American kestrels inhabit open areas, including meadows, pastures, woodland openings, suburbs, city parks, and farmland year-round. They live in diverse habitats where prey and elevated perch sites are available. When prey species are abundant, kestrels may store or cache food for later consumption in grass clumps, tree stumps or holes, fence posts, bushes, or on tops of utility poles. They are known to feed throughout the day, but may have morning and evening peaks depending on prey availability, season, or reproductive activities. The American kestrel sounds like this. In at number 4 is the American robin, the head, back, wings, and tail are a very dark gray to black in male robins and a slightly duller, lighter shade in females. The well-known breast is a light brown to brick red for adult males and a duller shade of red in females. The tail is tipped in white. Robins also have a slight white ring around their eyes. Legs and feet are a beige gray. Robins are monogamous breeders, and breeding activity peaks in April, June, and July. There are 3 to 4 eggs in a brood, and they typically incubate for 13 days. The young hatch from late April through July, and the young are altricial. In a typical year, robins produce 2 broods, although 3 broods is not uncommon. Robins breed and nest in virtually any mowed area with suitable nesting sites nearby, ranging from trees to buildings and fence posts. Nests are usually within 35 feet of the ground. The female constructs the nest and incubates the eggs. Robins prefer mowed habitat in urban, suburban, and rural areas for most of their activities. Some will use open woodland areas with sparse understory or ground cover. They are social birds that, when not breeding, will roost communally with other robins and occasionally with starlings and blackbirds. Peak migration to the south is in October. The majority of feeding takes place in the morning and evening, although young likely feed all day. Typical foods are earthworms, insects, and fruits. The American robin typically sounds like this. In at number 5, the bald eagle. The adult bald eagle is one of the most easily recognized species of wildlife. It has snow-white feathers covering its head down to the neck area. The tail feathers of the mature bald eagle are also white. The body color is very dark brown, almost black. Yellow eyes, beak, and feet accent the bird's appearance. The white of the head and tail distinguish the fully mature eagle from immature birds of the species. Young eagles do not have this appearance until they reach the age of 5 or 6 years. Until that time, they are decidedly duller in appearance, and to the inexperienced observer, probably would not be recognized as a bald eagle. Immature eagles are almost uniformly dark brown from head to tail feather. Their undersides are mottled white with buff and cream blotches. Pair bonding activity for both new and established pairs begins in the fall. Courtship behavior and nest building can occur anytime between October and early December. The female lays 1 to 3 eggs in mid-February to late March. Both she and her mate spend time on the nest incubating and share the feeding responsibilities. The 1 to 3 eggs usually incubate for 35 days, from February through April. The young are altricial, helpless and dependent on parents, and usually leave the nest after 10 to 13 weeks. A female will produce 1 brood each year, but if a nest is destroyed, some pairs will recycle and initiate a second nest within the same year. The bald eagle can be found in small concentrations throughout the U.S., particularly near sizable bodies of water, natural and man-made. In Ohio, the bald eagle's stronghold is the marsh region of western Lake Erie. For the bald eagle, the ideal site is one where water with ample food, fish, is located within 2 miles of the nest. The eagle shows a preference for a somewhat secluded home site. This is particularly critical when the nest is being established and young raised. Eagles are highly territorial, and too much interference from other eagles can result in problems at the nest site. Adults are, in general, year-round residents. Immature birds, however, sometimes migrate during spring and fall. The bald eagle makes the following sounds. That wraps up our look at 5 amazing birds right here in Ohio, from the clever American crow to the bold bald eagle. I hope you enjoyed learning about these feathered neighbors as much as I enjoyed sharing them. If you'd like to see more wildlife and trail adventures across Ohio, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and join me here on Trailborn, Ohio. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next trail.